We also invite you to reframe the word upgrade into a more accurate orientation. You are not becoming something you are not. You are remembering what you are. You are not being fixed by external forces. You are being revealed from within. And because you are remembering, many of the old habits that depended on forgetting will lose their appeal. The habit of numbing, the habit of performing, the habit of postponing joy, the habit of negotiating with your own integrity. These habits cannot survive in a system that is becoming more honest. So if you are in the middle of this and you feel strange, if you feel between worlds, if you feel as though you are no longer entertained by what once entertained you and not yet fully stabilized in the new simplicity, we want you to know that this is a common corridor in transformation. You are learning how to live from a new center. You are learning how to let God contact be the baseline rather than the emergency. You are learning how to let the larger you inform the daily you. And as you do, the language you use, DNA, cells, upgrades, can remain a helpful bridge, but it will not be the destination, because the destination is not a label. The destination is the lived reality of being more whole, more present, more aligned, and more able to receive the love of the Creator as the truest and most reliable nourishment of your life. There is a phrase that many of you have used in your own ways, sometimes in awe, sometimes in tears, sometimes in a quiet astonishment you cannot quite explain. Nothing compares to this. And you are not speaking about a new object. You are not speaking about a new relationship. You are not speaking about a new accomplishment. You are speaking about an encounter with a depth of love and truth that makes all other forms of pleasure feel like an echo. We want to say very plainly that this is not an exaggeration, and it is not a fantasy, and it is not you becoming dramatic. It is your system recognizing its own origin. It is you coming near enough to your own source that the part of you that has been hungry your entire life finally receives the food it was designed to receive. When you touch divine love as a living reality rather than as an idea, something inside you reorders itself without effort, without debate, without you needing to decide anything, because the recognition is automatic. The mind may still try to bargain. The mind may still try to interpret. The mind may still try to label the experience so it can feel in control. Yet under those movements, there is a simple, steady knowing. This is what I have been looking for, even when I did not know I was looking for it. Many of you have spent years attempting to replicate that feeling through human means, through seeking admiration, through seeking safety, through seeking intensity, through seeking the next upgrade in lifestyle, through seeking the perfect spiritual teaching that will finally make you feel whole. And then one day, sometimes in the most ordinary setting, you drop inward, you soften, you stop bracing, and you feel a presence that is not negotiating with you, not testing you, not judging you, not asking you to be better before you are loved, and you realize that the love itself is the healing, the love itself is the home, the love itself is the proof. This is where your oversoul language becomes useful, because what you are describing as oversoul proximity is the felt sense that you are no longer living only from the surface self, the personality self, the history self, the identity that has been built through memory and culture and survival, but you are beginning to live from a larger field of selfhood, a broader intelligence that has always included you without being limited to you. When that larger field draws near, it does not arrive like a loud announcement. It arrives like recognition. It arrives like a quiet widening. It arrives like a subtle melting of the inner walls you did not realize you were maintaining. It arrives like a sudden compassion for your own path, because you begin to see that you were never broken. You were learning, you were remembering, you were navigating density with courage you rarely gave yourself credit for, and the larger you has been present the entire time, not watching from a distance, but participating through you.